Ariel Helwani for MMArated.com, standing next to one of the most talked about men in MMA today, Mr. Tito Ortiz. How you doing, Tito?
Really, really good, man. I heard to possibly enjoy some awesome fights, so I'm excited.
First off, before we get into everything, congratulations. I hear you're having twins. You must be very excited.
I'm really amazed. Boy, girl, either or, I'm loving the same, and I'm so excited though. And I know Jenna's really, really happy. So I'm excited to start a family. I'm 33 years old. I'm old to party anymore, but I'm still young to fight. So it's time to build a family, and I'm excited for the next 5 years of competition. It's time to compete against others, possibly.
Yeah, speaking of competing, everyone's been waiting anxiously to hear when you're going to be competing. We've heard rumors of Affliction. We've heard the AFL. Update us. When will we be seeing you fighting next?
I possibly won't be fighting until the middle of next year, I believe, just to be 100%. I've gone through back injury time and time again from fight to fight over the last 5 years, and I can't compete at the level I used to before. When I have guys beat me that shouldn't be beating me, a la Machida, it's just a factor that I got to get my back 100%. So I'm going to get fusion to my back, the same surgery that Nate Corey got, and I'm looking to be out for about 5.5 months to 6 months, and I'm able to train the way I used to. I'm excited though. Everybody's watching my fights. Over the last 4 years, I kind of dwindled a whole bunch, and you can tell by my training style. I'm not able to push the way I used to, wrestle the way I used to, and just be aggressive and able to move my head out of the way. So once I get my back done, I really think that I'll be 100%, and all my fans will be stoked. I may be out for the next 6 months, but it's a factor of me being 100% for the next 6 years. So
where do you think you're going to sign, though? I mean, everyone's very curious to see who you're going to end up with, and particularly, obviously we know now when you're going to fight. You're saying middle of next year, but with which promotion is pretty much the big question at this point. Then,
well, of course, UFC holds all the power with all the money, and they've gave me a great deal. But it's just a factor now that I found out that from my fights, I'm not covered in my insurance for my back surgery. But I gave 11 years of my life to them, and now they're not going to cover my surgery. And it's just, I really felt hurt that they denied it. So I'm going to have to use my own insurance to make it happen. And, will it be them? I doubt it. Just because of I want a company that's going to back me no matter what through my whole career, not just fighting, but in promotion and promoting my clothing company and in the television stuff like that. And I think Elite is the one who really holds the hand right now for me.
Really?
Am I the guy to pull them out of the red? Possibility. And I think a lot of fighters are going to have to come over with me and make it possibly happen. I really think that the company I go to will look out for my future for the rest of my life, I think. And I've gave 11 years to a company, and they've slapped me time and time again, and I can't deal with it anymore. And being bullied is something I won't take. And the future of me will be in a few companies' hands. But if I go to Elite, I think I'll be very happy. If I go to UFC, I think I'll be very happy. And if I go to Affliction, I'll be very happy. No matter where I go, I'm going to be 100% happy. So.
Well, you talk about Elite XC, possibly taking them out of the red. Affliction, we've heard that they're on some hard times. We've seen the AFL now on hard times. Are you a little concerned that maybe you won't want to go back to the UFC, but you might have no choice at the end of the day?
I really think once you go to a company that's in the red, or once you go to a company that's just being built, with a name as myself over the last 11 years, I've worked really hard. I have great fans who support me, and they're going to follow me because they're going to want to watch exciting fights. So, in pay-per-view, I hold the name of everybody else, Me and Liddell have the biggest ratings around because we've been around the longest, and it's just a factor where I go, I'll pull them out of the red, and I think once I make the step to a company that's going to take it, not advantage of the fighters, but take care of the fighters, they'll come join me. And people like St. Pierre, people who aren't really happy with the UFC as I was, they'll start seeing that companies want to care about the fighters and want to give into the fighters, where we make a percentage of everything of our names. And I think that's the way it should be. In boxing, it's the same way. So how come in our competition it can't be the same way? We're not doing anything different, and if we are doing something different, it's a lot more exciting, and more dangerous. But I think the fighters, they need to be taken care of. And if I do sign a deal with Elite, I'm going to break some huge barriers for a lot of fighters and raise the bar for all fighters. So all you fighters at home, you guys are going to be very happy with the deal I do sign when I do sign it. So, it's for the fighters, and fans can talk as much smack as they want, saying, oh, Tito Ortiz is just about himself and da-da-da-da-da. To me, I have all the money I want. I don't need more money. I think now it's just making a point of showing that fighters need to be on top, not just as fighters, but as businessmen also. And have broken a lot of grounds of just over the last few years of the things I've done personally with my business and with myself is treat myself as a business and not just a fighter.
And we obviously know there's an Elite XC show this weekend. So are you here for business or for pleasure? I mean, are you talking some contract stuff or just here to watch the sights, so to speak?
Yeah, well, they sent me an offer, and a lot of things have to be massaged, of course. UFC sent me an offer, but I think this weekend is just about doing a little promotion, be here for the fans, watch some exciting fights. And, this Kimbo guy's a guy to watch, I guess you could say. And some of the younger guys are coming up. Aaron Rosa, I know, is on the card, who trains with me also. Jenny Carano is a friend of mine also. I'm excited to see some exciting fights. And, it's going to be live on CBS, so there's going to be 7-8 million viewers watching it. And I don't know, I may be helping along with Kimbo fight, Kimbo and Shamrock. I may be doing a little...
Your old friend.
Yeah, right? And so we'll see. We'll see what happens after.
All right, final question. When you do come back, is there one guy in your mind that you'd like to face, one guy that comes to mind that you would just love to mix it up with and prove that you still are a force at 205?
There's two guys. I mean, the first guy I've always wanted to get a rematch with, and who's here, and it's a great promotion. I think we'll make, tons of fans will buy the pay-per-views. Me and Frank Shamrock, a rematch, He beat me the first time, and, everyone said, oh, Tito's a big kid, and Frank is going to manhandle him, and it didn't happen that way, and he ended up beating me. Right. And I really made a few mistakes in the fight, but I think now that I matured as a fighter and I have knowledge and experience behind me, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But I think if fans like to watch a beating of that, I mean, that'll be something for surely next year possibly happen. Before that, I think if I do come here and fight for Elite, I really think it's just a factor of finding a kind of a warm-up fight for me, I think, for the first time. And I think that'll be, like I say, if I do sign with Elite, because I'm looking in the future here, it'll be free on CBS. And that's one of the reasons I want to come, for all the fans to be free on TV where they don't have to pay pay-per-view for it. It's nice to have 8-9 million viewers watching a fight, and I've done that through Spike TV. Now, I can only imagine what I do just on regular networks. So we'll see. I don't know. If CBS want to back me up, Tito Ortiz will bring the brand.
All right, well, the saga continues. Tito Ortiz, expect him to see him back in action mid-2009. Tito, first off, again, congratulations with the baby, and we look forward to seeing you back in action soon enough.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thank all my fans for your support. Come follow whatever pay-per-view I bring. I'll excite you no matter what. And Jenna, I love you. Late.